So, can I borrow your drummer to tell a joke? It's the first night of the Fringe Festival, and they're doing the all-you-can-artist buffet. Everyone that's performing in the Fringe gets a minute to get up and talk about their show. And if you were here last time, that was my pitch, was that I had a Fringe show. And I went up and I leapt onto stage just flush with excitement because I was going to get to tell one of my favorite jokes with a drummer. They had a band. And I'm like, can I borrow your drummer to tell a joke? Sure. A snare drum and a cymbal fall off a cliff. But tish. And that's about the reaction that I got at the all-you-can-artist buffet. Pretty much everybody in the audience were the other performers because that's kind of how the Fringe works sometimes. One of the great things about being in the Fringe Festival is you can go to any of the other shows for free. And so I was doing 6 shows, and I did not have great sales. But one of the shows, I only had 2 people. And I had actually gone to one of the other shows. It was called Charlie's Girls, and it was 6 20-somethings who were playing the girls that had been following Charles Manson. And it was an amazing show. That's why I went to see it twice. Very topical. There was a lot of Me Too, a lot of normalization in it, and they were incredible performers, and they did an incredible job. That show that I only had 2 people at, they came. If anything, the 6 girls were a better audience than they were performers, because it was just fantastic. They were engaged. They thought my jokes were funny. They gave me a standing ovation. Afterwards, they stirred around and asked me questions and stuff. And one of the girls, with the sweetest look on her face, said, "I could listen to your stories all night long." Oh, kill me right now. I am never, ever going to have a better moment the entire rest of my life than, this 20-something wanting to hear my stories all night. So I had 2 more shows, and the last one was on a Saturday, and I was working around the corner at the cinema, and started a movie, went down to the Fringe Festival, did my show, and came back for the next movie. And so the festival is over. And yeah, I had not had really great attendance. I kind of felt like I had flushed my entry fee down the toilet. But my coworker asks me, "So, how do you feel now that the Fringe is done?" I'm like, "Well, I'm probably going to go home and curl up in a ball and cry myself to sleep." Which was the joke, but only kinda. And my storytelling coach emailed me a couple of weeks later to see what I thought of the festival. Have you ever gone on one of those vacations where it's really quick and fun and you only have one suitcase, and when you get back you leave it unpacked, it's still packed in front of the closet, you haven't opened it yet? That's what this kind of was, all of my baggage from the Fringe Festival. And I'm unpacking it, and it's like, okay, this shirt, that's a really great memory, but maybe this underwear I don't even want to wash, I'm just going to flush it down the toilet. What I decided is what I really wanted was an emotional mechanic, right? You've got a problem with your radiator, you go to the mechanic and he flushes the radiator system, and I wanted an emotional radiator flush. But then I remembered, oh wait, this is Boulder. I should do an emotional cleanse and get all of the toxins out of my system. And then I realized, oh wait, this is Boulder. That probably actually exists. And so I Googled it, because Google is your friend, and there was 20 hits. And there was chakra realignment, the emotional wellness, Reiki, but the one that really caught my eye was the advanced colonic technique clinic and school, which is like the ultimate flush, right? And that's my end.